Hi, my name's Haley, and today I'm going to teach you how to solve system of equations. So we have the two equations, y equals 3x minus 2 and 4x plus 2y equals 6. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to plug in the first equation, the y equals 3x minus 2, into the y in the second equation. So we now have 4x plus 2 times 3x minus 2 equals 6. And now we're just going to use distributive property, and 2 times 3x is 6x, and 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. So we have 4x plus 6x minus 4 equals 6. And next thing we're going to do is combine like terms. So 4x and 6x equals 10x. So we have 10x minus 4 equals 6. And we need to isolate the variable. So we're going to add 4 to both sides, leaving us with 10x equals 10. And so we still need to isolate the variable. So we're going to divide both sides by 10, and that leaves us with x is equal to 1. So now that we have our x, the only thing left to do is to find our y. And so in order to find our y, we just plug in the 1 into the x in the equation. And so I chose the first equation, but you can choose either equations and they'd both work. So I chose y equals 3x minus 2. So we plug in the 1 into the x, and we get y equals 3 times 1 minus 2. And 3 times 1 is 3, so we have y equals 3 minus 2. Of course, we know that 3 minus 2 is 1, so our y is equal to 1. The last and final step is to put our answer in ordered pair. So our answer is 1 and 1. Our next example, we have the two equations x equals y minus 4 and 2x minus y equals negative 5. So we're going to do the exact same thing we did with the last one and plug in the x equation into the x for the second equation. And that leaves us with 2 times y minus 4 minus y equals negative 5. Again, we're going to use distributive property, and 2 times y is 2y, and 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. So that leaves us with 2y minus 8 minus y equals negative 5. Again, we're going to combine like terms, so we're going to combine the 2y and the negative y, and that leaves us with y minus 8 equals negative 5. And we're going to isolate the variable, so we need to add 8 to both sides to get the y alone, and that leaves us with y equals 3. Now that we have our y, we just need to figure out our x, so we're going to plug in the y into any of the equations we want and find our x. So I chose the first equation again, and so the first equation is x equals y minus 4. And so we're going to plug in the y to make it x equals 3 minus 4. And 3 minus 4 is negative 1, so our x is equal to negative 1. The last step is to put it into an ordered pair. So the x comes first and then the y, so we know that it's going to be negative 1 and 3. I really hope you learned how to solve system of equations, and thank you for joining me.